Hey crafters, welcome back to another Crafty Creations video with Kalisha. Today we'll be making a fall wreath to go with that beautiful centerpiece we made last week. So let's get started. For this wreath, you'll need a 14-inch wreath frame that I've added 18 pipe cleaners to, 3 in each section. You'll also need some 21-inch deco mesh of your choosing. I've decided to use this burlap mesh. I've also decided to do the poof method, and to do that poof method, all you have to do is scrunch up the end of your deco mesh about 1.5 inches in, and then tie that end down. I also applied a zip tie just to keep it in place. For my poofs, I've decided to do 10-inch poofs. To measure my 10-inch poofs, I decided to use my cutting mat that has different squares. I used the darker one, which was at 10 inches, and then I just kept measuring that out till 10, and then I would go to the next poof, measure out 10, continue on until I got around the inner circle of the wreath frame. Once you've made it completely around your inner circle, you will go down to the first pipe cleaner down from the one that you just tied your last poof in, and you will just tie that end down and then start at the next pipe cleaner doing your 10-inch poofs. And you will complete this method all the way around just like you did on the inner, doing 10-inch poofs completely around the wreath frame. Once you've made it completely around for your second row, you are then going to cut off the excess mesh that you have left, and then you're going to take that and zip tie it down so that it doesn't come apart. Now that you've completed your mesh, we can now go through and start opening up each poof. To open up each poof, all you have to do is take your hands and place one on each side and just bring out your mesh to your liking. You can make the poofs as big as you like or as compact as you like. I opened mine up to their full potential, and then once I was complete, this is what it looked like. Alright, so using my handy dandy mesh holder, I am able to cut multiple meshes at one time. In this mesh holder that I bought from the Dollar Tree, which is just a plain plastic basket and 2 plunger sticks. I am able to use any 10-inch deco mesh or ribbon in here. I just use it whenever I want to cut multiple meshes at a time. So here I am cutting up my mesh, my 10-inch mesh. I've decided to use 2 different ones, and I'm cutting them each at 10 inches. You will need a total of 36, 18 of each, so that's why I decided to cut them both together. Okay, once you've cut up all your deco mesh, then you can get started on cutting your ribbon. I've decided to use these 3 ribbons that I've picked up from my local Hobby Lobby. 2 of them are 2.5-inch ribbon and the other one is 1.5-inch. I've decided to cut my ribbon at 11 inches. I just went back and forth. I needed a total of 9 for each ribbon. Okay, once you've gotten all your ribbon cut and dovetailed, now we can get started on making our curl bundles. To make your curls, once again, all you have to do is roll one end to the other end, place one on top of the other. But this time we're going to add our ribbon. For the ribbon, I've decided to do every other one. So for the first one, I'm going to do the leaf in the burnt orange. And then for the second bundle, I'm just going to add the plaid. This is for the center of the wreath only. As I was adding my bundles, I cut away the excess pipe cleaners because I knew that I wasn't going to add anything else to them. Now that you've completed the center of the wreath, we can move along to doing the bundles for the outer wreath part. We're still going to do curls, and we are going to do plaid and leaf ribbon bundles instead of the solid and leaf. So you're just going to take your ribbon, add it to your bundles once again, and then you're going to do every other one. So every other one will be a plaid and leaf, and then a solid burnt orange. For those, I've decided to cut away the excess one that I did the plaid and leaf bundles on, because I wasn't going to add anything extra to those. For the ones that were just the solid burnt orange, I left the excess pipe cleaner because I was going to add an embellishment towards the end. Once you've added all your bundles and ribbon, you can now start to open up your ribbon and poof it out to your liking. I decided to open mine up where you could see all the ribbon for each of the ones that had 2 ribbon in it. I just spread them apart, doing opposites. So if the plaid was on one side, then when you looked at it the other side, it was a leaf. So it went plaid, leaf, when I opened it up. Then, as you can see, I had a couple signs to the side of me, and I was just trying to choose which sign I wanted. I ended up choosing this thankful and blessed sign because I thought it matched my wreath design more. So now that we have that sign picked, let's get started on adding our pumpkin embellishments. To add my pumpkins, all I did was poke a hole at the bottom of the pumpkin so that I can add glue to it. And then once the hole was deep enough for me, I added a little glue in the inside, and then I added it to the pipe cleaner on where the burnt orange ribbon was. Once I added the pumpkin on there, I then took my stem that I used and I curled the other end of the pipe cleaner. So that's kind of like the leaf part of it, I guess I would assume. And then I did this completely around. You will need a total of 6 pumpkins because you're going to do every other one. So once that is complete, then we can get started on adding our sign. add our sign, we're going to add some pipe cleaners to the back of it. We're going to need 3 pipe cleaners. I added 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And then once I figured out where I wanted the pipe cleaners, I glued them down, and then I added a piece of felt over the top of it just to make it a little more sturdy and to hold it into place. Once your glue has completely dried, then you can go ahead and add your sign to the center of your wreath. Once you add it on, you can pull your ribbon out just so you can know where it is and if you like it. Don't completely tie it tight until you know that it is absolutely in the place that you like it to be. I've figured out where I wanted mine, so now I'm just tying it down to the back of the frame. And there you have it, another beautiful crafty creation that we've made together. I want to thank you all once again for joining me on another wreath tutorial. I can't wait to do this with you guys again. So please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel so I can continue to share my crafty creations with you all. Thank you.